Welcome to the Museum Roadshow. It's a bright sunny day out here at Rolog, Minnesota, and I'm Roger Engstrom. We're going to be talking to the Osten family of Callaway, Minnesota. They're out here firing up their steam engine using a different kind of fuel.
It's a 1906 2265 engine. It's 22 horse on the drawbar. It's 65 on the belt. It's 1906. The boiler has 54 flues in it, 108 inches long. We carry 135 pounds of pressure. When I was 15 years old, I wanted a steam engine, and three gentlemen from up here at Western Minnesota Steam Show thought that any 15-year-old that wanted an engine should be able to have one. So they helped me buy it and get it home and help restore it, and it has been up here ever since. This engine was a very tired engine when we got it. It was used for road grading a lot, building roads. The lugs are pretty well wore off of it. The gearing is in terrible shape. We've rebuilt a lot of it. And then it was used for some thrashing, and it was used also for sawing in a sawmill. After the gears and the wheels and everything were bad, the boiler and engine were still good, so they sawed with it until right into the 50s. And then we bought it after that period of time, and hauled it up, got it hauled up here, and it's been here. It's been to several other shows that we've hauled it to, and right now it's in very good shape. It's back to original pressure that it came with from the factory at 135 psi.
Well, this is how the steam engine operates. We have a boiler here that steams, turns the water into steam, and then the fire makes it boil. So there's a fire, and when you throw the wood in, you want to try to make the wood evenly across to fill any dark spots. So then it doesn't have, then you get cold areas, spots in there. It burns wood and coal, so coal burns hotter, and then usually we use the coal to fill in the spots inside the firebox here. So the other thing is that very important on a steam engine is the water gauge. There's a water glass on this side. You always want water in there because that's what keeps the fire water to make the steam. So you got to always have water above your crown sheet in here, so then you don't have any problems. If you want to come up here, you can see more. This is a clutch which engages the engine to make the engine move. It goes inside the flywheel here, and this is the throttle, makes you faster and slower. This is the directional to go forward and reverse on the engine. But on the clutch with the flywheel, when you pull it back, it actually pushes two wood blocks into the boiler or into the flywheel, and it locks it in. Now that's what makes the engine run for your forward and reverse. Either way it will go. The other thing on the other side of the engine that you saw, there's the piston, and when steam gets cooled down, it turns back to water. So you have petcocks here that you got to open every time to let the water out, or it's like pushing something hard, it will take the head off of the piston or the back side, and it works both sides of the piston. So we can run the engine both ways here. And this is wide open for the speed, and it will do the same speed forward and reverse. So either direction it does the same thing. So when you're looking up at the front of the engine, you got it's called the governor with the two balls that spin around. That's let more steam in and less steam into the engine, so it will maintain a certain speed so you can adjust it when it would only open up so far. And then you have a steam gauge, which we can go up to 135 pounds. And so we're right at about 100 pounds, 105 pounds. Now for the injector to put water into the boiler, they're called injectors here. And you have two. You have to have two ways to get water into the boiler. So right now we'll start off with this one. So you just open up the valve and open up the water valve. And then it actually sucks the water from the tank, and then it's actually bringing it inside to the boiler, which will bring the water level up into the glass or into the boiler, and then like it does on the side here, it'll put it more water into the glass. It's not real fast, but it goes pretty good. So like when you're plowing and thrashing, pretty much you have one of the injectors are running all the time because you got to keep adding to keep the water up in the glass to make more steam. This is a preheater they called for the water, so when you're injecting water, usually the water is so cold, and when you pump the water into the boiler, it goes through here and then goes back in, and it actually warms the water just a little bit so it's not so cold. So when you're putting cold water into it, it actually brings the temp down on your pressure. So then it uses the exhaust from the piston, comes through here, and then goes up into the stack. So you always got a natural draft when the engine's working, and it actually builds the fire to keep a hotter engine, or the hotter fire to keep your engine warm. And this is an extra water tank, so when they are working out in the field, they can fill the two water tanks, so they got a little bit longer time before they have to wait for the water wagon to come back or the team of horses to bring more water. So they had both tanks filled with water. They can go a little bit longer out in the field.
At age 11, Lyle Osten had a dream to buy his own steam engine. Now he's passed that love of the steam engine on to his whole family. I'm Roger Engstrom, out here at the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers Reunion at Rolog, Minnesota. Signing off till next time. Remember, on TV3, history repeats itself every 4 hours.